Welcome back. I know it's been a while. Um, just doing a quick video follow-up of what's been going on. I'm getting ready to go to the gym, so I'm gonna do my hair and everything. Give me a second. Okay, I'm back. So, I don't know what the last video I did was about, or anyway, it's been a very long time. I just got off from work, so I'm gonna put my hair up and then go to the gym. I've been trying to get in this new routine of getting home and go to the gym, get dressed, go to the gym, and then go buy some groceries and make dinner by the time Ricardo gets home. I am also still doing reselling online. I have not done a lot. I've just been relisting everything that I already have in the store. As you guys can tell, we moved, or I don't know if you can tell, or if you guys knew we moved. We did sell our condo and downsized. We moved into it's a 2-bedroom apartment. We do one room for us, and then the other room is going to be like all of our extra stuff, and then the stuff that I keep for reselling, which helps out a lot. So let me do my hair and then I'll follow up some more with you guys. By the way, if you guys know what's good for like low iron, let me know, because my hair falls out a lot. I know it's kind of gross. I guess I'll just keep talking to you guys while I do my hair, but I was listening to music. So I know in one of the videos I talked about the IVF, and unfortunately it was unsuccessful. We did the retrieval and we got 2 embryos. That's how you say it, right? Embryos, and you know what I mean. And from what I was explained was, well, first let me just say it was crazy because based on the ultrasounds, it sounded like I had a lot of follicles and everything looked good. And then when the retrieval day came, the doctor who did it came out, and I don't know, right off the bat I kind of knew, like I kind of had a bad feeling because I forgot what he asked me, like his question, like it was just kind of off, like I think he asked like if I knew how many follicles I had, or something like that, which honestly, like I feel like I wasn't, I don't want to say too involved, but I'm very shy, so like I hate bothering people with questions sometimes. And I didn't want to be like, oh, how many follicles, how many this, how many that. I don't know, I just didn't want to like bother the doctor. And when and I was like, oh, I was like, actually I'm not sure, like I just remember telling him that they didn't, but that it sounded like, you know, it was a good amount, because they were like, oh, everything looks good, we're ready to do your retrieval. So I didn't think anything bad of it, you know. And he was just like, oh, well, you know, like, I'm really sorry, we only got 2 eggs. And I was just like, okay, well, like the only thing I could think of at the moment was like, okay, you know, it's because of my age. I'm just gonna, you know what, let me put it higher, because I think I've been doing this app for workouts, and I think I'm gonna do the leg press, and I don't want my hair too much at the bottom, because then I can't put my head down. But anyway, I was saying, I just was like, oh, maybe it's, you know, because of my age, which I'm 39 if you guys don't know. And I just thought like, oh, because of my age, you know, they weren't, that's just what it is, like they weren't able to get more. And he said like, oh, you know, like, don't feel bad, He's like, don't feel bad. We can't, you know, one out of those two is enough, and this and that. So I was like, okay, you know, like, I'll just go with, you know, I'll just go with the flow. Like, I'm not trying to get myself like super stressed out or worried and get myself more nervous or put myself under more stress than I already am. So, but long story short, out of those two embryos, only one continued to grow. I don't know if you guys know the process, but the way I understand it is they, you know, they put them together, the egg and the sperm, and then they wait for it to grow a little bit, and then they take out cells and they do the genetic testing. Well, when they were letting them grow, one of them stopped growing, so only one kept growing. And unfortunately, when they did the genetic testing on the second one, it came back as abnormal. And I don't remember, they said it was some type of trisomy, and it was just not compatible with life, so that it would, you know, cause a lot of issues or whatnot. Hold on a second, Ricardo's texting me. He's asking about dinner. Where was I at? So it came back up normal, so it didn't work out. But also, I don't know if you guys knew, I don't know where I left off on the last video. Actually, I didn't even check. Honestly, I was just like, I told Ricardo yesterday, I want to get back into my YouTube, and he's just start filming, just start filming and post it up. I know you like doing that, so just do it. But I don't know if I said it on the last video or not, or where was I in life in the last video, but I got a new job, and with the new job, I got a new type of insurance when I got Kaiser. And well, not only that, they also, insurances now are covering IVF. I don't know the details of it. I just know the insurance that I got, I think, sorry, turn off the light. I think the insurance that I got, well, the plan that I have is, the most I'll pay is like $8,000 instead of, you know, where you go to a clinic and it's like 15, 20,000. But anyway, we're already starting doing round 2. I've only gotten ultrasounds. Sorry, I'm like trying to think what I need to do. I made a cell, so I need to pack that up, but let me get that packed up and then I'll follow up with you guys, okay? All right, this room's a mess, so not showing anything below this, but I did sell some Nike pants. Let me see if I can pull them so you guys can see. It's not the best picture, but it's these. They actually sold pretty quickly. I think I paid like, let me check how much I paid. But while I looked that info up, reselling has honestly been really good for me personally, because I could use this extra money to pay off, like, I don't know if you guys knew, but I'm really trying to pay off my debt. The only downside is I already ran out of poly bags, so I'm gonna reuse this one, which is the bag where the poly bags came, and I need to order more. But I paid $9 for these pants and they sold for 35 bucks, so I'm gonna pack those up. But while I pack this up, like I was saying, so we're gonna try again with IVF, and then in the meantime, while I wait, because like I said, I'm on a wait list, or I don't know if I said that, but I'm on a wait list. They put me on a wait list because, you know, like I said, insurances are not covering IVF, so, you know, they're very busy with that right now. And in the meantime, though, I've been trying to get back on track. Life's a little bit different now for me personally, because I got a new job. Let me find the tape. You know what? I let Ricardo borrow the tape because he actually sold something on eBay too, because he wants to buy a new, is it a Nintendo Switch? I think it's a Nintendo Switch, but I let him borrow my tape so he could tape up what he found in. So, anyway, yeah, let me straighten this out. There you go. So we're, like I mentioned earlier, we sold our condo. We moved into this apartment. Too far. Let me fix this. Sorry, I need to learn how to use the camera. There. So, sorry if you saw that. It's a mess in here. I need to organize everything. We sold the condo, moved into an apartment. Honestly, we're financially, we're not bad. We're not, I don't want to say like que estamos pobres or something like that, because honestly, like, we're very blessed that we have food and a roof over our head. So we're very blessed with that. But we did wanted to downsize to be a little bit more comfortable financially. Selling the condo did help a lot. On top of that, when we bought our condo, I'm not going to get too much into details just because it's like kind of personal to us. And I don't know if Ricardo will be okay with me talking about it. Not that, you know, he's like that, but I haven't asked him about it, how much I can talk about it. But when we bought our condo, we had someone help us buy it, and just that feeling of being tied with someone else, you know, it's uncomfortable. If you guys don't listen to, well, I've been listening to a lot of financial podcasts and stuff like that, and it honestly gave us, or it gave me, and then I talked to Ricardo about it, the push that we needed to say, like, it's okay to downsize, and it's okay to, you know, not try to have a lifestyle that we really can't afford, or you know, basically we were being left without any money, kind of like living paycheck to paycheck. So I like talking about the podcast. I've been listening to like Dave Ramsey and some other podcasts about finances, and then, you know, Dave Ramsey would always talk about like, oh, you know, don't have people co-sign for you. And, you know, it's true what he says is if someone needs to co-sign for you, or you need to co-sign for someone, is you cannot afford it. And as much as that hurts, it's very true, you know. And so, and let me clarify, I don't want to say we couldn't afford it. We did it just to be at a more comfortable position. I think if we would have done it without the help, we could have covered it still, but we would have been house poor. And so, you know, at that time, which is back in like 2019, 2020, I was like, okay, you know, like, this is our opportunity, you know, like, if we don't take it, we're never going to buy a house. Like, we live in California. It's so expensive here. So that was the thought in my head. Sorry if this light is bothering you, but that was the thought in my head. And, we went for it. We honestly went for it. And then, you know, to go ahead and get the help from someone to go ahead and do it. But then after a couple of years, we were just like, you know, that feeling, like I said, that feeling of being tied down with someone for something like that. It was just too much. And then we started, you know, like the whole thing with IVF. We're like, okay, you know, if we downsize, it's going to leave this much money open to be able to, unfortunately, sad to say, like, get into debt for IVF, because it's something that we really want. But then again, talking about it over, I told Ricardo, like, hey, what if we sell the condo, and the money that we get from it, we can try one more time and, you know, go from there. And then we can also use that money to pay off some debt and stuff like that. But what we ended up doing, just to make it shorter, we sold the condo. We paid off our cars, so our cars are paid off. And that is so crazy, because I feel like I've had a car payment my whole life, and so has Ricardo. And, you know, I used to be the type of person that always told Ricardo, a car payment is always going to be part of my bills, because, like, you know, we grew up without a car, and it was a struggle. And I don't know, that mentality of not having a car, once I got a car, it was like, no, like, and then I used to think like, I don't want a car where I'm gonna struggle, like it's gonna break down on me, like, no, I don't want to be stuck in the middle of the freeway and my car broke down and I don't know what to do. So I was told Ricardo, like, I'm always gonna have like a new or newer car because I don't want to deal with that. And but so, and Ricardo now, he's a mechanic, so he's like, trying to change my mind, like, no, just because you get a new car doesn't mean it's not gonna break down, blah 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 blah. You could get a good old used car, this and that. But what we ended up deciding to do is, what money we got from the condo is we paid off the cars. So I have the Corolla and Ricardo has the 4Runner. We paid both of them off, and then the rest of the money we put it in a high yield savings account, and it's just pretty much just sitting there. So when we are ready to do, or when we get called in to do our second round of IVF, that money's there. And if that doesn't work out, I guess we're gonna pay off what we spent for the first IVF, which we're only doing the minimum right now because they owe us money back because we paid up front for the whole thing. But because we never did a transfer or anything else, that money has to be refunded. So we're waiting on that, but the clinic's taking a little bit long. But yeah, anyway, let me get this label printed, and then I'm gonna go to the post office and then talk to you guys about what I'm currently doing as far as life and work and all that other stuff. Okay, I'm back. I got that printed. Now I'm putting on my shoes to go to the gym. I really need to learn how to work this camera. There we go. So, what have I been doing? I'm trying to remember. A lot of people ask me questions on Instagram about, well, I asked the question of what you guys wanted to see in my channel moving forward, and if you guys had any questions. One of the questions was about my my weight loss journey, and honestly, I've been slacking in the last maybe, well, I got my new job back in October, and since then I gained like 10 pounds. And to be honest, it's just I just got too comfortable. And it's not that, it's honestly, it's okay. I have, some of you guys already know, but I have severe anxiety. So every time I start something new, it's like a new job or anything, it's like so overwhelming for me. Like I get so exhausted. So when I'm off, like I literally just want to go home and crash or lay down because I'm just so overwhelmed. But luckily this new job that I got, it was I was referred through a friend. And she's there, so it wasn't as bad for me, but having to do the training and all that other stuff, so it like I said, it just overwhelms me. So I just stopped going to the gym and started focusing on the new job. And I won't go too much into detail about the job. It's not that like we have an NDA or anything like that, but I can't talk about the clients that we have. But I am a DSP worker. I think it's called direct support something. I gotta look it up. But I work with people with disabilities, mental disabilities. I could tell you guys like about it, but I can't talk to you guys about them. But it's a couple of clients I pick up every day, and we try to help them socialize. The department I'm in, or the department I'm in my company is we're called community, because we get to go out in the community and hang out with them and stuff like that. But honestly, like I love it. It's it's really rewarding. Like and I'll be upfront, it does not pay that much. I know there's several companies, and it's like any other job. You run into people that do the same thing as you, and they're like, they try to get you over there, like, oh, we're paying more, this and that. And because we've been getting that a lot lately. But I told my coworker, like, you know what, like I'm comfortable here. I have a great boss. I have my team. They're amazing. They're very helpful. Um, they've always, from since I got there, you know, if you need anything, let me know. If I miss work, trust me, they're blowing up my phone like, where are you? Are you okay? This and that or whatever. They might be a little chismoso, I don't know, but chismosos or chismosas, but you know, I know they're honestly checking in to see why I didn't go to work. But like I'm saying, it's I love it. We take our girls to Zumba, we take them to the store. And I mean, come on, who doesn't want to go to Target? So, you know, we go to Target a lot. They like to do a lot of shopping, and you know, we help them socialize, uh, you know, just life skills, how to shop, how to pay for things, how to make sure they got the right change back. Like I said, they go to Zumba. They like to dance. They like to go to the movies. We go to the movies with them. We go out to eat with them a lot. We'll take them. I've been taking them hiking because that's, you know, I like to do that, and I'll find trails around the area. We'll take them hiking and stuff like that. But it's honestly, it's like very, very, very amazing being able to work with people like that. Anyway, so that's what I've been doing. So I started that new job. I got now I'm adjusted to it, and then I realized, like, damn, I gained weight. Like, I could just feel it. 5 pounds is a lot. Like, my knees will start hurting. So I'm going back to the gym. I just started last week. I decided, you know what? I heard this other podcast about how bad sugar is for you. So I told Ricardo, like, hey, I want to try like a low sugar diet and high protein. So I've been focusing currently on like what I'm eating. I've cut out, like, you know, obviously added sugar products like soda, juices, anything like that. I've been trying to keep it clean, mostly water. As far as food, don't really like, I don't want to say I don't watch what I'm eating. I do watch, but I don't eat as much. Like, if I want something, I'll eat it, but it's just I won't eat as much. And it's been crazy because actually I've been able to do that so well. And you know, like before I used to be like, oh, I want more, like, oh, pues, I'll get more. But now I'm like, no, okay, you know what, I'm full, I got my water, I'm good. And then I'll just clean around and stuff like that. The apartment's still super unorganized because we moved in and we haven't unboxed most of the stuff, but once everything's organized, I'll show you guys around. But I love this new apartment. One thing that I like, let me show you guys, is the reason why I picked this apartment. It's very green out here, and I have a little balcony. I don't know if you guys can see, but there's a tree right there. And so I love it that I open up the blinds in the morning and there's a huge tree in there and the sun is coming in. It's it might look a little dark. Well, I don't know on the camera you could tell, but I lived in apartments where they're so dark and it's just very depressing. And right here, when I came and I saw it and all the light was coming in, I told Ricardo, like, that's the one, I'd like it. And we saw, to be honest with you, I think we saw some other ones that were a little bit more upgraded. You know, like for example, central AC right here, we have a wall unit. But I told Ricardo, like, I don't know, I just have a good feeling about this place. And so far we love it here. But let's get going because I'm running out of time. I need to drop off that package. I need to go to the gym, and then I need to go to the store and buy stuff for dinner. Okay, I'm at the gym. I'm embarrassed to film in there. I'm embarrassed to just film at all, but I gotta get over it. I'm gonna get some eye drops in because my eyes have been really dry. Make sure I have enough. No manches, no sale. Woo! Isn't like coming out? I'll do another one here because. Okay, there. Okay, I got out of the gym. It was so crowded in there. Like, all the the high school kids were there. So it's like 10 of them in each machine. Okay, I'm exaggerating, but there was like a lot of people in each machine. I like coming to this gym because it's small. It's a Planet Fitness, but it's small, but it's never really crowded. I don't know why it's crowded today. But I'm gonna end the video here. I just wanted to talk to you guys about the weight loss because someone commented about my weight loss journey, that they wanted to know what's up. I don't even want to call it a weight loss journey anymore because it feels like I start all the time and then I give up and I end up gaining weight like I did this time. But I do use an app that tells me like what workouts to do. So I come and I do all these workouts. It includes stretches too, but sometimes I skip them, like right now because I need to go buy stuff to make dinner. But I mean, I'm gonna try to stick to a routine now. Currently I weighed myself this morning, then currently I'm at 196. How embarrassing. I'm at 196. My ideal goal has always been between like 135 and I think like 140. I think it's a healthy range for me. I'm 5'2", so that's my ideal goal, weight goal. I'm not doing really any cardio. I'm doing a lot of weightlifting. I love weightlifting. In the past I have done weightlifting and it did help me lose some weight, so I know it works, so I'm gonna stick to that. I also wanna, I might try it, I don't know, but I did hot yoga a while ago because I have noticed that now that I'm older, it's harder for me to do a lot of things. Like I always feel so stiff, so and I'm not as flexible, so I want to be flexible, so I'm thinking about picking that up. Not yet though, but it's one of the things I want to do. But if I do, I'll bring you guys with me so you can check it out. But yeah, like I said, moving forward, I'm gonna try to film more. I'm gonna mostly talk about weight loss. I also wanna, another thing I want to do is I want to decorate my balcony, so maybe next video I could do something like that. I don't know. Let me know what you guys want to see.